Hello and welcome to 4BallR 2023, the Alpine one. Now the only thing we know for sure is that we have to make our way to a town called Langres in the Champagne region of France and to a hotel called the Hotel de la Poste in the town square.
But first, we all had to get there. And so, departing Calais for Langres, we had a 5-hour drive along some of the smoothest and most litter-free motorways you'll ever pay to use. And we all assembled at the Hotel de la Poste. And when I say all, I mean these gorgeous people.
The 4BallRs. And what a collection of cars we brought with us. Just look at this. So at the end of the evening we parked our cars, we went and introduced ourselves to each other
And had a delightful evening. Now then, if you want to plan a road trip like the 4BallR, you have to undertake extensive research. You have to do meticulous planning. You have to ensure that you've got all of the administration correct. You have to negotiate with all the hotels involved. And then you have to make sure that all your participants have the necessary vignettes and other permissions. It's a very hard task. And then you have to drive the entire 4-day route, at least twice.
So, do you remember these two? They are the organisers. And when I said meticulous planning, keeping us all informed and attention to detail, I wasn't kidding. And way back in March, a WhatsApp group was created and this appeared.
And this was very exciting because for the first time we knew where this epic road trip was going to be taking us.
So, back in Langres, the sun rose and we all had a lovely breakfast and then assembled for the briefing. As we headed to our cars, the route card appeared on our phones and we punched the coordinates into our satellite navigation system. And to our delight, this confirmed what we had already believed, that the 4BallR was for dedicated road trippers only.
Go!
And so we were off. What we did know was that we had 10 hours of driving, 400 miles nearly. What we didn't know was the sheer beauty of the landscapes and passes
through which we would be driving.
Seven of the world's most beautiful and picturesque mountain passes, all in one day. The organisers have excelled themselves. Yes, indeed, those are cobblestones that you can see.
Well, the pass was built in 1837, and they certainly have been long-lasting.
The San Gottardo Pass is 2,600 kilometers above sea level in Switzerland. And when you do get to the top, the views are just spectacular. Oh, and there's my co-pilot Peter, who's gone for a little walk. Come on, Peter, only 6 more beautiful mountain passes to go. But as we all know, what goes up must come down. Well, as you might expect, the journey down is just as spectacular as the journey up. We saw some fabulous sights, we met some new friends, and then we trundled along to the next beautiful pass, the San Bernardino.
Now at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to pay tribute to my fellow 4BallRs, all of whom have very generously donated their hundreds of pictures and videos to make the making of this possible. In truth, the only way that you're ever going to truly experience this road trip is to drive it for yourself, which I highly recommend.
Okay, I'm definitely not going to argue with you, sir. Please, come on through. As the end of our day of driving through the wonderful mountain passes came to an end, we started to anticipate what delights the organisers will have discovered for us to spend the night.
Take the next right to stay on via Bernardino, then your destination will be on the right.
That's it. That is the place.
It was indeed the place, and the organisers have once again excelled themselves. The Grand Bagni Nuovi Hotel is magnificent, so we checked in, we had a marvellous dinner, and we had a wonderful night's sleep.
We woke up in the glorious surroundings of the Grand Bagni Nuovi Hotel and had a glorious breakfast, and then rushed to our cars because after the briefing, Day 2's route card had appeared. Another fabulous day of driving, nearly 10 hours and 550 kilometres, but top of the list and first thing on the agenda was the mighty Stelvio Pass. We couldn't wait. Stunning. Come on, little Austria, you are doing great. Precipice paths.
No, I'm not going.
Hilary will never forgive me if I bring you back in the body bag.
It depends what colour the bag is. Here we go.
Head southwest on Passo dello Stelvio, Stadtstrasse 38 towards Strada Statale dello Stelvio.
Timely. I tell you, that is a morning that will live long in the memory. Now, I don't know if you remember these guys, but there was one on the way up the mountain and another one on the way down, and they photograph every single vehicle that goes past every day, and then they post them on their website, and if you want them without the name Photo Stelvio written across the front, they're €10 each. So we didn't bother with that. We carried on through the absolutely gorgeous countryside, on through the Dolomites towards Slovenia.
Now, I'm very sorry to inject myself into the narrative yet again, but this is the point where I got Peter and I lost.
This is the end of the road. You
I was very unhappy with my satellite navigation system. So I made a perilous 3-point turn and headed 18 kilometers back down the mountain. Now you might well ask, why would you carry on for 18 kilometres before turning around and coming back down the mountain? And the answer is, I was on the Scottish one in 2019, and we went 26 miles along a single track road that was so severe the Lotus had to be pulled out with a tractor.
So, because of our little detour, Peter and I were almost the last to arrive at our destination for the evening. And I have to say, truth be told, if it wasn't for the organisers, I don't think any of us would have ever discovered the eco-resort. And I can honestly say I've never had my dinner served on a 10-foot plank before.
Is that the burgers?
Hang on, you got your meal there, haven't you? Is it on there?
You have to go fight for it, mate. You have to go fight for it.
And it was utterly delicious. Boy, did we sleep well.
Okay, wait there, because I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh no, not another 10 minutes of speeded up through the windscreen gorgeous shots of Alpine roads. Well, no, I'm going to spare you that. But we are going to luxuriate in the stunning countryside through which we travelled today to the mighty Grossglockner Pass.
So we wolfed down our breakfast, we punched in the coordinates, and off we went. Once again, the organisers have exceeded expectations and come up with a fantastic route which we can't wait to enjoy. Yes, I know what I said, but it's only 30 seconds and I wanted to make two quick points. One is what a glorious day, and the other is there's no litter. So you climb up the pass through this marvellous scenery, and then you get to this tunnel. And you go through the tunnel, and when you come out the other side, it's like you've entered a completely different world. There's an incredibly busy restaurant and bar at the top where we managed to grab some lunch, and then we were on our way to a hotel. Once again, the organisers have done us proud. The hotel is incredibly good value. It's got beautiful views, and we even had our own special menu.